Warriors, welcome to Warrior Wednesday. It's October 9th, and welcome to October. I know last week I missed you guys because I was on the train to Boston, so I missed doing a Facebook Live last week for Warrior Wednesday. And guess what? Tomorrow is 10/10. 10/10, October 10th. So October 10th actually marks our first year anniversary for doing Warrior Wednesdays. So with that said, tomorrow will be our 1 year anniversary, being in the spirit of generosity and also giving you content that is here to support you and make a difference for you. So if you want to access all the videos from what I've created over the past 12 months, believe it or not, it's been 12 months, you can go on my YouTube channel, which is Zena Solomon, and you can access all of the Warrior Wednesdays that I've created over the past 12 months, in addition to other videos that I've created as well that may not necessarily have been on Facebook. So with that being said, if you're on here live, say, hey, what's up? So I can see you. And if you're catching the replay, comment with hashtag replay so I can acknowledge you. And of course, if you're tuning on here live, it means you're ambitious, you're driven, you're committed, and you're here to make a difference. And that's why you're here. So I acknowledge you for being on here. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Zena Solomon, and I'm here to lead you and inspire you in creating a life by design and reinventing yourself wherever you are in your journey. And also be in the space of instead of living a life by default and creating a business by default, you get to be in ownership and you get to own your power and create a life and business by design and be in alignment with what's important to you in terms of your values, your passion, your commitment, your vision, and your purpose. So with that being said, without further ado, I want to move into today's topic, which is how to live your core vision. Or are you clear, or are you living from your core values? And are you clear what's important to you? And this is something that's been coming up for several of my clients. Hey, Esma, thanks for tuning in. Is like, the question is, how do I make decisions and where do I make decisions from? And I always go back to, what is your vision? What is your dream? What are your core values? What do you value the most? And many people actually don't know that. They don't even know what that means, what that looks like. Hey, Kat, I see you on here. Thanks for tuning in, love. I'll see you at 7, Kat. I see you. I'll see you later this evening. Woo woo. Anyway, so many people don't know what it means to be connected with your core values. Hey, Laura, thanks for tuning in. And so I'm here to encourage you and actually bring light to you to see what you can create. So first of all, let's start with, what does core values mean? What does values mean? So I looked it up in the dictionary, and it means, the definition of it is a person's principles or standards of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. So yes, Warrior Wednesday at CKO. Thank you, Kat. Yes, I love you. You're awesome. So one's principles and standards of behavior and what is important for you in life, that's your core value. And so I have 5 strategies that I'm going to share with you momentarily on how you can identify if you're living your core values or you're not, and how you can shift. Are you excited about that? If you are, give me some hearts so I can see it, and I can, give me some love so I can love you back. I love you anyway. So anyway, with that said, there's a quote by Roy Disney, and he says, it's not hard to make decisions when you know what your values are. So that's where we get to dive in. And also Gandhi said, your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny. So that's how important it is for you to be connected with your values. So here's step number 1, or first strategy, is first of all, you want to be present to how things are going on right now. So my invitation to you is to take inventory. What I mean by that is, take an inventory of where you are, how you're living your life. So take an assessment, take an inventory. Okay, are you living your values, or are you not living your values? Are you even clear on what that looks like? So I want you to get present and take a step back, because we tend to live in an environment, and we're conditioned to live in a space where we're on autopilot. And I'm here to interrupt that. I'm here to stand for you to regain and reclaim your power, so you can be in ownership of what you're committed to causing and creating, and not be like same old like everyone else is doing, because that's not working. Obviously, clearly it's not working. So number 1 is getting present. You get to be present to how things are operating in your life right now. The second step is document how you're investing your time. How are you showing up in time? One thing I share with all of my clients is one way to document is take inventory in 15-minute increments from the moment you get up in the morning to the moment you go to bed. 15 minutes. How are you showing up in time? What are you doing? Are you on social media? Are you connecting? Are you with clients? Are you traveling? What are you doing? Are you exercising? CKO. I got you, cats. Okay. What are you doing? Right. So how are you showing up in time? Because how you show up in time is actually what you value. Whether you like it or not, that is the reality. So that gives you an assessment of where you are. So if it's not in alignment with your values, then you get to interrupt it and redefine what your values are and reclaim it and get back into it. So that's number 2. Number 3 is you want to get out of autopilot. And what I mean by that is look at your routine. Do you have a routine? And is your routine supporting you and supporting your vision? If not, then you get to redefine it. You get to reinvent it and you get to get clear. And also you want to identify what your top core values are. I would suggest connect with your top 5 values or principles that you're going to be operating from. So to give you examples of what core values are, for example, fitness is one of my core values. Generosity is one of my core values. Exceptional client care or exceptional interaction with people. That's one of my core values. Other core values are creativity, courage, compassion, passion, innovation, reliability, consistency. These are core values. So how are you operating? Are you operating from your core values or are you not? Family is a core value. Are you spending time with family or are you not? And if not, then you get to bridge the gap. You get to see where you are now, where you want to be, and then look at the gap, the bridge, and then bridge it. Okay. So that's number 4. Number 5, you get to reinvent your future. Again, bridging the gap. Bridge the gap on where you are now to where you want to be and put yourself, I invite you to put yourself in a space where you are empowered and getting back your power to reinvent your life the way you want to reinvent it and not be an autopilot like everyone else. Because again, people who are on autopilot, I mean, there are high rates of depression, high rates of anxiety, high rates of many different things that are not working in our life, in this life, because people are not connected and they're not present to what's important to them. So with that being said, those are your top 5 opportunities and strategies for you to connect with what's important to you. So here's your mission as a warrior. Here's your mission. Okay. So your mission for this week is you get to share your top 5 core values. And if you're not clear, let me know and I'm happy to support you. Actually, as a matter of fact, because it's a 1-year anniversary of Warrior Wednesday, for the first 2 people, and this is something I'm creating off the spot here, the first 2 people, if you're in the US or Canada and you want support, comment with hashtag 1010, and I will reach out to you and I'll offer you a clarity session. Okay. So if you're the first 2 people that are in the US or Canada, I'm happy to support you with that. But going back to the mission is you get to identify your top 5 core values and ask yourself, are you living and are you creating from your core values? And if you're not, what gets to shift? And I also invite you to comment below and be generous and tag people that you know will benefit from this video, because I'm committed to reaching a massive number of people to make a difference in their lives. That's my commitment. Again, being in the spirit of generosity. So with that being said, I am complete with this week's Warrior Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week, same time, same station, Warrior Wednesday, 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific. And again, if you're one of the first 2 people that want a clarity session on what your core values are, and if you want support with bridging the gap, comment with hashtag 1010, and I will offer you a strategy session or a complimentary session. All right. With that being said, thanks for tuning in. Love you guys, and I'll catch you next week. Sayonara!